to show interest in other people. So I don't want to take up too much time.
You're going to have to repeat that because I was not recording. Just kidding.
Don't do that to me, Artie.
Sorry. I apologize. Karina just texted me. So
Oh.
sorry. But I totally get what you're saying. And I have it on the chat, how, you talked about how you should be vulnerable and share your whole story.
Yes. Yeah.
Not just parts of it.
Yeah, because I think it's a way for people to connect with you on a different level than, just being generic about it.
Awesome. I love that. So who were you supposed to pass it on to? I can't.
To me, Pamela.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to mute myself.
Hello? Do you guys hear me? But I can't hear you guys.
Yes, we hear you. We hear you.
Okay. So pretty much, yes. Hello, I'm Pamela. I'm from Norwalk. I would also say that the top highlight for me, I'm muted. Good. Okay, perfect. So I would also say that Kendra from Stories to Stick was also a highlight of mine, just because, I've heard all of the top people in their company, just being raw is literally how we get to the top, because there's, especially social media, it looks so perfect that people are like, that just looks too good to be true. And, the more raw we are with ourselves and, with other people, will attract the right tribe, with us to come succeed and to go to the top. There has been a lot of times where I've struggled in getting outside of my comfort zone. And I just feel like GTC thus far has really, really helped me and just like changed my perspective into just being a bigger person, to more what I deserve, especially, like having Meg Redler, just talk about how she had 5 jobs to freedom. We think like we're too busy for so many things, but in reality, we're here just to give ourselves, a better life and better for our family. So overall, I was just super excited with everything. It really boosted me, to really reach out to people, because I think that's me, like I could post and post and post, but if I don't relate, and if I don't reach out to people, how this opportunity would be so amazing to them, they're not just magically going to appear. And that's what I feel like sometimes, we'll reach out to 1 or 2 and we're so scared of rejection. When again, rejection is a part of it. We just need to focus, and we need to just, have patience and faith and just keep going. And, we'll get there. For this month, I am hitting, my goal is 10,000. I really want 4 business partners. I really, really want to build and to strive and to get my momentum going. And, 4 probably sounds like a lot, but for me, I think that would be great and even more. So that's kind of what I'm striving for. And that's just me today.
Awesome. All right. Well, I will go next. I'm Dana. I am up here in Cynthia's area in the northeast part of Los Angeles, and I'm relatively new, obviously. So this was my first GTC, and I was really sad that it was virtual, but it wound up being so much more than I expected, honestly, and it was really inspirational. I don't feel like any of it was like new information, but I felt like it was information that I needed to hear again, right? Like things like, leave your ego at the door, which is so much a part of what Leslie and Pam were just saying, like you can't be worried about what other people are going to say. And in that vein, today I actually put that into action, and I did my first YouTube live, which was super exciting. It wasn't for Arbonne, it was for my other job, but it still was 100% outside of my comfort zone. And I was really nervous going into it. And when it was over, I felt like the biggest burden in the world had just been lifted off my shoulders. And now I can know that I've done a YouTube live, and now whenever I want to do one, I can do one without being worried about it anymore. So I sort of overcame that, and that was a super exciting thing for me. And another thing that I took from it that I really, really liked was the idea of engaging. I have made an art out of not engaging for all sorts of reasons recently. But I think that only when you engage can you continue to move forward. So you have to, get with people where they're at, wherever that may be, and just engage in whatever way. It almost doesn't really matter how. It's just about cultivating relationships.
Did he give you that oil?
It feels really good to be able to do that, and it will help your business grow.
Oh.
So, what else was, so my goal for the month is to reach my DM bonus and get the big 5,000 points. I'm not really that close to it, but it's a great goal, and I'm just going to keep chugging along and keep engaging, and just keep planting the seeds. That's what I call it. So anyway, thank you, and I think it's off to Jennifer right now.
Hi guys. I don't know if anyone can hear me. Can someone message? Yes. Okay. So my name is Jennifer. I live in Belfast. I'm on Corinna's team. I've been with Arbonne for a while. This past beginning of this year, I did lose my title. And so I guess my goal right now is to get my title back, because I'm super, super close. So I'm going to hit my, go back to being the district manager. So my biggest takeaway with Arbonne at the GTC was my follow-up. I struggle with my follow-up because sometimes when I do get that no answer, or I kind of get rude text messages or responses back, that it kind of shuts me down. Sorry, it's been a while since I've shared anything.
You got this, girl. Got it.
So, since everything started, I unfortunately got furloughed from my main job. So this has now been my full plan A.
It's okay. Breathe. Breathe. You got this.
Sorry. So I'm trying to put myself out there again, doing this business the way that I know that this is what I should have been doing from the very beginning. I obviously had an ego and identifying myself as a full-time worker with my other job. So my biggest takeaway is to continue doing this business, because this is something that I am very passionate about. I love every product. I love the opportunity that Arbonne has given me to, I guess, feel more who I'm supposed to be. Because after the whole thing with my job, I legitimately lost my confidence on who I am. I'm feeling like I've lost my identity. So I'm going to re-get my title back and keep pushing to continue doing this business to the person that I know that I'm supposed to be and meant to be.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I know that was super hard for you to share. And I know I actually reached out to Jennifer possibly the day she found out she she was emailed that she didn't have a job anymore. So she was like, I was actually going to text you tomorrow. So Jennifer took care of my little ones when they were tiny little ones. And I approached her about the business and she shot me down. And then I realized one day when I did a presentation for Lupe that she was connected to Karina. So I really wanted Karina to do this, and she shot her mom down. Now Karina is on her way to region. She's over halfway to region, and Jennifer decided to join her team. She's been using the products. She's been happily using the products. Me and Karina have been dripping on you forever. And I'm just super excited for you because I know this is part of your journey. This is part of your story that Leslie was talking about. And I love that your upline, Lupe, was laid off and I found her. I was not scared to tell her that I could help her. I love helping people, and that's what we do in Arbonne. And I'm so grateful that you said yes to Karina. And I'm so grateful that we all knew you. And what a small world it is, right? So I'm excited for you, Jennifer. This is a great opportunity for you to grow. So thank you. I know it's hard, but I'm here, and we're all here to support and encourage you. I'm sweating. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Danielle. We're actually on time. I'm going to pass it over to Danielle, and then I believe Blanca and I have just one tip, and then we'll close it off really strong tonight. So thank you, guys. Thank you so much. All of you speakers were amazing, and you guys are on our team for a reason because you saw something that, or your gut told you something good, something is gonna come out of this. So I'm super excited to be on this journey with all of you guys. So Danielle, take it away.
Oh my gosh, I just loved everything all of you guys shared. You know, you just really touched my heart, and I'm so excited. And, you know, GTC, if it doesn't make you cry at some point, right? Like, so it's okay to be overwhelmed with emotion. There's so much going on in the world, you guys. This is like an unprecedented time in history, right? And we are so blessed to have Arbonne in our corner during this time. And I was talking to a woman about Arbonne, and she was asking me how my business was doing. And I was, you know, telling her, I'm like, you know, it's doing really great. You know, I'm so grateful that I have something that I can offer to people that is a blessing to them right now when they're looking for something. And she was like really taken aback by that answer. I think she was, you know, expecting a different answer. And it just really reminded me, you guys, that, you know, it depends how we feel about our business and how we feel about what we're doing. And it really is about belief and mindset. And I know that everybody that I've brought into Arbonne is so grateful that I brought them here. So, and they're so grateful that I shared this with them. So even the ones that aren't still here, they love Arbonne, and they love the people they've met through Arbonne, and they love, you know, the culture of Arbonne, and they just love Arbonne. Like anybody who's ever been in Arbonne for a minute loves it, right? If they were truly in it and saw it for what it is. So I just want you guys to encourage you guys, you know, to remember that what you have in the palm of your hands is really a blessing that we get to share with people, and the more people we get to share with. And so I really want to encourage you, whatever activity you're doing, whether it's Zoom presentations, you know, get on the ones that their RVPs you see your upline are doing, the areas, you know, the people, get on those, get your people on those. Those are going to be so much more powerful when you have a group. To show people like that all of these people are doing this too, and your uplines and your manager leaders, they know how to talk to people in a way and answer questions that you don't yet. And it's not because you don't know what you're talking about, it's just that your prospects hear you differently than they hear somebody else. They just look at other people as more of an authoritative, and that's just like life, right? Like think about like when your you were young, your mom tried to teach you something, and then like your best friend tells you the exact same information, and you're just like, that's the best idea ever, when you were like telling your mom like 2 days prior, like that's stupid, nobody does that, right? It's the same thing in our bond, right? So you really want to just get people in front of the people in your business who are rocking their businesses, who are working, who can talk to them and tell them the exact same thing that you already told them, but they just hear it differently. So it has nothing to do with you. It's all about them. So that's my biggest tip, is just get people in front of or on the phone with, you know, as many people in your leadership as you can. In the next couple of weeks, we've got 8 days left in the month, so it's about to be the Miracles of Close week are coming on, and we are going to close with Artie in Nation Quote. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm passing it to Blanca, I think.
Well, I think I'll go ahead and record what I just said earlier, because I thought we were recording earlier, and then I'll pass it on to Blanca. So you guys, I've been up every night until 3 o'clock every morning, and I get up really early because Indy has to check into school, and he's not on spring break. Last week we slept in. This week we're getting up early and doing Zoom activity with him. So what I was doing earlier today, in the midst of all my chaos, my family chaos, I came up with how many people are really working their business and how many new people are there. If I don't know their name, I added numbers next to the person that has just recently sponsored somebody. So there are so many new people coming on board. Somebody just texted me now that they have a new business partner. They haven't welcomed them yet. So I know that there's possibly more than 53 people. A ton of you still haven't even gone through all your warm market, or a ton of you have not even gotten one person on a Zoom, the Zooms that Danielle was just talking about. So there are 53 people that I know of that are on this page that are building a business. You guys don't have time for a hobby, right? Nobody does. I always say to people, work this as a business and you will get a business paycheck out of it. Work it as a hobby and you're going to get a hobby paycheck and be okay with that. But I know that I didn't come in here, I didn't have time for a hobby, and hobbies cost money, right? So we don't want you to waste money. We want you to invest your time wisely, and we want you to invest your money wisely. So I think it's the best thing to do is to go down all the people, and the people that say no to you, ask them for referrals. This is how we build this business. And one of the great things that, Danielle just shared, income producing activity. One of the great things about the speaker who's going to go next. Hi, Giuseppe looks so cute. He's ready for bed. Gosh, you're so big. One of the great things about this opportunity that you have, people who have done RVP already, is that we know what it takes. And what it takes is all of you. And what it takes is, yes, Dana, you nailed it. Ego's out of the way. Who cares? We shouldn't matter. We shouldn't care about what other people are thinking, because most likely it's a reflection of what they're, believing in themselves, to be true to them, right? And so they place those opinions upon us, and they really aren't true, right? Those are just stories. And so we're here to help you. We're here to encourage you. We can't do it for you. Unfortunately, we can't build it for you. You got to go through the steps that we've done, the embarrassments, I would call them at times, like the humiliations, I can't believe she told me that, or oh, how dare she think that about me? Just so many things that, we've gone through. I could tell you funny stories in the 14 years, but I will tell you this. You are so grateful for the few yeses, because as you know, we grow and grow and grow. And Dana and Leslie, I built my region, and none of those people but one person is still in my business, and that is Shelby Symes, Michelle Symes. She is the one person out of everybody that I promoted to the next level when I went region. And I did not lose my region only because I am a hard worker and I expect high things for myself. I can't tell you what to do, but I can tell myself what to do. And that's one of the great assets I think I have, is that I don't rely on other people. I left my house when I was 15 years old. I relied on myself and purely on myself. I've been working my tail off, but I refuse to work for somebody else because I know that I lead myself first. And those are the skills that I brought and experiences, hard ass experiences that I've had, almost homeless when I was 15. But I somehow, you know, I had a good angel next to me, and somehow I made it through life. And I just kept getting what I consider lucky is being at the right place at the right time when somebody gifted me with this opportunity. And she quit the business after a month. So check that out. You know, think about that. You don't need an upline. We say you need a downline. You need to help people. You need to reach down. You need to work your business. Like, nobody's watching, but everybody is watching now on social media. Nobody was watching me. Nobody knew I was coming. But I just made it through the darkness. So you guys were going to make it through the darkness too. If you guys are in the darkness, don't worry. You're going to make it out alive. And so with that, I'm going to hand it over to Blanca, who's going to share great tips on closing. And I'm excited to hear.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you, Artie. You know what? There is the only darkness now that we're going to have is just that story we tell ourselves, because the darkness we had was, you know, I remember faxing the orders in and like taking forever to go in. And I'm like, oh my God, do the numbers count? Hey, stop. Every time I start talking on Zoom, the dogs start wrestling right under, you know, I don't know why they do that. So before I share what I want to share, hi everyone, my name is Blanca. I hope you guys are having a beautiful evening. And I want you to ask yourself, why am I on this call? What is moving me? Why am I like, what is that what? And before I go into that, a little housekeeping. Our team monthly meeting happens the first Thursday of every month, and we get together in the city of Torrance here in California, but we're doing it via Zoom. So just a reminder, that falls on May 7th. And that's where we do that's where you can invite guests to hop on, okay? So May 7th, a little bit of Arbonne recognition, recognizing you, all of you, everyone that's growing and promoting, and then a training at the end. So what I want to close with is the unwavering belief. A lot of the things that we heard at GTC, and a lot of you said, you know, it's stuff that I've heard before. The truth is I was sharing this with, who did I tell? I think I told you, Melissa. If you have sponsored a PC, if anyone here has sponsored a preferred client with a minimum order of 150, you already know how to go nation. If you've earned a $100 cash bonus, you are evidence that you know how to go nation, because that's exactly what we are doing consistently. I love that Danielle said, go out and get, you know, work with the VPs. I love to get out there. LA Connect is a beautiful network here in LA. There's many of them everywhere, and you build that family relationship community. And pretty soon you have so many more people to share Arbonne with, and more stories, and more people pouring their heart. So connect, find who that person is for you. You know, if your upline, of course, a sideline, whoever it is, like just find your jam and just go, you know. And also how we are sharing, I don't know who said it, but it was something at GTC as well, is that they are joining our belief and our excitement, not the ingredients, not this and that. Whatever you catch yourself saying, for example, here's one of the things I've said, well, I think it's going to be better if I build a relationship a little longer, then I'll bring Arbonne up. You know what? I think it's going to be better if I get them to come to an event, then I'll share so we have these, so weird. Why do we do that? We have these conditions, you know, when it could just be instinctual and just be like, you know what? Are you available now? Can you chat? You know, Danielle, can we get in front of this person on the phone, like video chat? Can we do it now? Because it calls to my heart to tell them right now about Arbonne. Are you available? Like that. Everything else is a story. You know what? We're going to have to try the product before I buy it. That was me. So everyone had to do that. Whereas the top income earners right now in the UK, for example, many of them didn't even try. They had team members before their welcome to Arbonne package showed up, because of the belief, the unwavering belief that they have in their heart, that they know that they're doing this. You know, they're aware of the obstacles and all that. And they're like, yeah, I'll figure that out. But I'm doing this, and this is happening no matter what. So you notice that at GTC, who took over all the prizes, who took all the awards, all the accolades? The 20-year-olds, the 21-year-olds, and they're just like, hey, this is fun, this is great. There are no stories in their head yet. You know, I don't think they've been jaded yet, maybe, I don't know. But they were going and building and not stopping. One of them that I really enjoy, her name is Gabby Lemaire. She wasn't a speaker at GTC, but one training, she said, when I was speaking to people about the business, I was so excited. She said, one time I was at a coffee place with a friend of mine, and he's not in Arbonne, but he was just with me, and I was in the middle of a call telling someone, you know, getting them excited, and then I was helping her sign up. And after I hung up, he said, Gabby, how long have you been in Arbonne? And she's like, 3 days. And he's like, and she goes, yeah, that's my 3rd sign up. And he was like, hey guys, stop. And he's like, dang, I think I would have joined you. Like, this girl has 3 days in. She probably hasn't even received her welcome to Arbonne kit, right? So that's the excitement. So are we going to play or are we going to work? I don't mean play like the fun stuff, like we do that already, and I can't help that. I'm talking about playing Arbonne or working Arbonne. What are our non-negotiables? Are us. I don't want to just say you guys, because me too. Me too. I have, like Artie, Danielle, you know, everyone that I see here, you guys have your non-negotiables. What do you have written down? No matter what, before I go to bed, this is happening. You know, this is happening. And so are we all in no matter what? So for example, all in for your next promotion. What is that promotion? Like, you know, nation qual, district manager qual, earning that $100 cash bonus. They all matter. They're all important. Going to Maui, having that Mercedes-Benz, getting a laptop, 21 fit kits equals this new laptop here, you know, like that kind of thing. What is that? No matter what, I'm going to make this happen. No questions asked. Do these words describe you? Clear, clarity, marked, positive, stubborn. Are you stubborn in your, like, that you're going to make that thing happen? You almost have to be stubborn. And let's go back to the word clear. What I mean by clear is that you know exactly, we all know exactly what we're going to make happen, that we make ourselves accountable. We tell everyone, we're always talking about it, that people are straight up watching us. So certain that it's going to happen no matter what. And doubt's going to come in no matter what. Don't pretend that doubt is not there. It's okay. You know, like, okay, doubt, I see you, you know, yeah, you know what? I'm going to just be me even more. Yeah, bitch, I see you. No, this ain't about you. That's how I talk to my doubt. Okay. And it works for me. So whatever that word is for you, use it, you know, use it, because you're going to have doubt, but it will be there, and it's okay. That's the battle, but always decide that a decided heart will always win. That's always the winner, no matter what. Knockout, punch, ha, no matter what. I'm going to bed, 7 missions for success, done. I don't know what your non-negotiables are. We all have them. What are those for you? So get those non-negotiables. And the last thing that I want to offer to you all, obviously we're jumping on Zooms, we're jumping on everything. Jump on those Facebook 15-minute lives. I know a lot of you have done them. For anyone that is fearful and you haven't done it yet, I'm going to go ahead. I want to help you get it. I sat down FaceTime with my sister. I said, just book it and then we'll talk. Because if I'm going to sit on a Zoom with someone, I want them to be doing some income activity where I'm showing them tangibly. I don't want to talk about talking. I don't want to talk about, you know, stuff. I want to do this stuff. So we got she booked her event for Friday. We got on Zoom one by one. I said, copy, paste. Now send them this. Now do this. Until now she has her event ready to go, and now she's getting going. So this Saturday at 10 in the morning, for anyone that hasn't booked one, book it. Or, you know, book as many as you want. And if you have one booked already, awesome. This Friday at 10 in the morning, let's jump on Zoom, okay? If somebody, Crystal, if you can type in my Zoom ID number down there, and the password is Arbonne, I would love that, girl. Anybody can type it in. You guys hop on, but make sure you have your booking so that I can tell you step by step so you can get it on the face thing, on the facegram, whatever you want to call it, okay? So that's my call to action. I want us working, okay? So with that, I'm gonna let Artie just send us off with so much love. I wanna send you all so much love. I'm so thankful that you guys are on for yourself. I'm happy that I'm on for myself too, because this is my accountability as well. So, mwah, big red lipstick and all, girl. All for you, Artie, all for you.
I think that's a great close.
All right.
Thank you guys. Let's keep working, putting our heads down and stay in our own lane. I'm super excited.